Oh, well, give me the formation for the hijack. All right, hello to you and welcome back to the channel. What do you mean the smile pass me with it? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tox and this is Football Fans Tribe. Over here with the interview Nigerian football fans after matches, and we're giving Nigerian football fan content back to back. So if you're new, I beg just click that subscribe button and thank you so much for watching. So this is our live show called How Market. The last episode, I think. But from now on, mostly since the league done the comeback, you'll be seeing more of a weekend previews and reviews. But then the dedicated episode of this our transfer show, How Market, I believe this is the last one. It has been a great show so far. Anyways, welcome back. My name is Tox, like I said earlier. So on this show, we discuss all the latest, the trending, and the hottest transfer stories in, of course, the transfer market. We discuss Nigerian players with the priority, as well as the biggest players moving to the biggest clubs all over the world. So today, if you're new to this show, this is how it goes. So we'll introduce the topics we'll be talking about today. Of course, these are not all the topics in the transfer window currently. These are the topics that we've chosen to point our torchlight on. So immediately we'll do that. Everybody here will pick 3 of these topics to discuss. One will discuss, and then we'll open the call line. So immediately we'll open the call line. You can join us from anywhere you are, all across the world. All you need to do is just click on the link when we provide the link. If you click on the link will carry you to the website. Once you reach the website, allow that website to use your camera and your microphone so that we can see you, so that we can hear you. And then on that point, you see connecting. So immediately you see connecting, just rest assured that we can see you. So you just need to wait for your turn so that we can pick your call and we move. Caribbean day today, I don't do any grammatical blunder. Anyways, welcome back. Like I said, my name is Tox. Like one more time, Dani, they here. Olu making his return. And then Jaxmaxy back again. How far now, buddy?
This is a rematch.
Let me small rematch. All right, so we have a lot of matters to talk about. A lot is breaking, a lot is happening, but let's get straight into the matters the way they are. So, the transfer window of hijacking done hack. The thing on the enter stage 2. Hijacking Pro Max don't come now. Now hijacking Pro Max Plus. So the victim of hijack part 2 wants to become the protagonist in hijack part 3. Chelsea FC out of the blue, out of the bushes with their guns like on gun-known men, about to hijack the deal now. In as much as many of us would like to appreciate it as a hijacking, but I think it's more or less Manchester City saying they don't want to pay as much as Leicester, Brighton are requesting for the player, and then also Chelsea taking advantage. So now still hijacking shall last. So Chelsea is about to hijack the deal. Chelsea have no problem whatsoever with paying the £50 million evaluation for Cucurella. Then say, if not the money be that, no shaking, we get them, we will pay. But then Man City, they are exploring other options and they are saying, okay, fine. If you don't want to sell, we are not willing to overpay, which is what we believe is that £50 million. So we can move on. So Chelsea FC back on the hijacking train, and we'll go see a CDB with that transfer. Definitely one that's looking to come to a close very, very soon. But it will be intriguing to see because the player himself, apparently, he put in a transfer request because of his need to go to Manchester City. So will he go to Chelsea as well? Maybe in just one go big club. We'll see how it goes. We'll be monitoring that one as the show goes on. Don't forget, immediately we'll take all the comments, all the headlines finish. We'll go begin take the comments on the show. Let me bring it up to make sure that our audio and everything is clear. Oh, we are even supposed to do first time comments. Forgot about that. All right, let's just do it now. Let's just do it. Okay, before we move on to the next one, let's just take the first time comment that came into the show. Caleb Ojuku said, hello guys. Hello Caleb. Taiwo Osendi says, hi. Taiwo, hi to you. Love from Canada. Shout out to you all the way from Nigeria. We appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. And Nosa Davis said, good evening guys. Shout out to you, Nosa Davis. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. YP Nation says, football just they change every season. My brother, and so we see him. It is what it is. Somebody pasting Fabrizio Romano's talk about Cucurella. David kind of said, Dani, they smile past APC delegate. Lekon Olalekon Awokoya says, "Oh, guy, I'm happy to join tonight. Thank you so much for joining us." And then Abiye Dakoru says, "Nice one. I'm here. Thank you for joining us." All right, so let's move on with the rest of the stories. Breaking. Now, this guy, very, very funny career. Once upon a time, he had one very, very good season at Arsenal FC, and the belief was that he would go on to be the new defensive midfield rock, to hold it down in defensive midfield, something that Arsenal had been lacking for so many years. But all of a sudden, we come to see, you know, they settled, you know, like London, you know, like England, he won't go another place, he don't go Italy, he don't go Spain, play for Atletico Madrid, which many people are forgetting, and now he just wants to get out of Arsenal FC. So, he wants to go to Galatasaray. So this one a permanent move, no be loan again. Lucas Torreira about to be shipped off by Arsenal, and we'll see the final valuation, but I believe it's somewhere around 14 to 20 million euros. We'll see how the team develop. But yeah, that's that one for Lucas Torreira. Arsenal career done and dusted. On to the next one now. Another ex-Arsenal player, or ex-Arsenal player now. Aaron Ramsey, deal terminated by Juventus earlier on in the window, and then OGC Nice, the club that's coming for him, willing to hopefully revive his career in France, because France na league we go favor. From outside, you're looking in, it should be a league that should favor a player that likes scoring goals from midfield. So Aaron Ramsey is about to maybe pick up his career at French in the French league at OGC Nice. And then this one, James Maddison. Why are you so tiny? My friend, be big and bold. James Maddison. Now, this one came from nowhere over the last 2 days. Basically, Newcastle putting in the money for this guy. So nobody the guy money will be here for Maddison the last year and the last 2 years. Nobody the 80 million or the 70 million pounds will be here. Newcastle putting a bid of 50 million, maybe to test the waters to see, okay, what will Leicester City say, how much do they want. So they've definitely put in a bid for James Maddison. The Leicester City coach, Brendan Rodgers, has said the 50 million, why are they here? I don't know whether that's true, but if it's 50 million anybody is offering for James Maddison, say that money would go only pay for half of his left leg.
Three-quarter
of his left leg. So you can imagine the valuation. That means plus the other leg, now how much? Then plus the upper body, plus the head. So James Maddison probably on the move if Newcastle can do the necessary to add the money. But one thing is for sure, Leicester City do not want to lose the James Maddison and Wesley Fofana in this transfer window. So maybe one may leave, maybe both may leave. We'll be checking up to see how it goes. And then on to the next one now. Another Arsenal player, this time not an ex-Arsenal player. About to be ex though. Brent Leno, the German shortstopper. Chanced by Aaron Ramsdale with his performances last season. And Ben Leno is about to join Fulham. Now, this one was looking like it wasn't going to happen again. If they look like say the team don't cast, because Leicester City come into the picture. Arsenal want Tielemans. Leicester City are about to lose their goalkeeper to OGC Nice, where Aaron Ramsey they go. So it's a bit of plus or minus, and it was looking like, okay, it's only sensible that Leno goes to Leicester, Schmeichel goes to Nice, and then Tielemans comes to Arsenal. But then Fulham, they don't talk, say we don't want to hear anything, I beg. The money one I want, make I take. So I think it's about 8 million pounds with some other necessary 1 or 2 million in add-ons for Ben Leno to join the newly promoted Yo-Yo Club, up and down. On to the next one now. A former Premier League player, Senegalese international AFCON champion, Idrissa Gana Gueye, off to PSG from Everton. I think it was 3 years ago, or was it 2 years ago? And it was always looking like a situation of he wasn't big enough for the club. That was always the perception. But then, lo and behold, few years later, he looks to be returning back to a club that he will be adored. And of course, he has already made a massive impact for in the past. So Idrissa Gana Gueye about to return to Everton. Loading. Now, this one went a bit silent. We never talk about this one before for How Market. In case you don't know this guy, this is Cody Gakpo. Now, most of the Arsenal-related pages and Arsenal-related websites, they've been talking about this one for some time now. And we never really take him serious because we believe that it's something that wasn't going to work. Maybe Arsenal don't need the attacking players. But then, some 1 or 2 sure men don't talk on a low-key, say, Arsenal still dey in touch with him club, PSV Eindhoven. So last season, Gakpo scored 12 goals in the league and had 12 assists. So now 24 goal involvements in 27 matches for PSV Eindhoven for the Dutch league. So Arsenal, they in touch with the club. Then the talk say, okay, no worry, we never hold the money yet, but I beg, just hold on. We they come. So that's another one to look out for. And then this one came out of the blue too. Chelsea FC in for Denzel Dumfries and the Dutch right back / right wing back. We don't know. We still speculate whether Tuchel won't go to 4-man defense. If he sign person like Dumfries, probably Dumfries is someone that suits a 5-man defense more, playing that right wing back position. Probably replacement or maybe replacement for Reece James in case injury or anything there, or maybe Champions League 1 or 2 fatigue and all that. World Cup they come. So Denzel Dumfries to Chelsea. I think it was 40 million euros. I saw Inter Milan. They find a way to raise some money. I don't know what they are worried. The way every transfer window they go, always they find a way to discharge people, raise some money. So we'll see how that one goes. Definitely monitoring that one. But then if it happens, you now know that okay, this is a case of securing your right wing back and your left wing back. If then sign Cucurella. I think that's 4 solid players that can start any day for Chelsea with the quality not dropping much. And then on to the next one. Another ex-Arsenal player again, the Arsenal alumni. Don't dominate the show. Alexis Sanchez, baby. Alexis Sanchez, oh. And the song we Arsenal fans be sing for him that year. But forgettable career at Manchester United. Was almost on his way to reviving himself at Inter Milan, but he not really mature. He has never really done as well as he did for Arsenal FC since leaving the club. So in on the manage, they come around small. So anyways, Alexis Sanchez contract at Inter Milan is about to be terminated. So we've heard that they've reached a mutual agreement and they probably find a club or they'll probably get a club, and it is what it is. But before we start discussing these stories, let's just quickly take a look at this right here.
My English is not so good, but I will try to do my best. John, I wanted to ask you something because, like you know, I play with the 26 in Napoli, and I see that since you left the club, nobody take the 26. I don't know if you retired or if nobody want to take it. So I wanted to ask you if it's possible for me to take it.
Mate, I understand. The 26 is very special to me, and yeah, mate, I really appreciate you calling, and it's no problem for me for you to take it. So, absolute pleasure, and I wish you well because I know how important the number was to me, and I obviously see you wear 26 as well. So, it's with my pleasure, mate. I give you the 26.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It will make me a very pleasure. It will be a heavy shirt, but I will try to do my best.
No pressure, mate. You got to keep winning trophies for us, okay?
Yeah, of course.
And listen, any
Now a teaser for that video we will get to play for this show. But anyways, as you can see, John Terry has given his blessing to Khalidou the Great Kali Koulibaly. So me not talk say Koulibaly if he take the number 26 shirt, so we'll be honored to give it to a player like that. Of course, Koulibaly is a senior player on their own too, so probably deserve the shirt. And that's where we are starting the show today. So we'll start from the Koulibaly matter and then we'll begin to choose our topics. Gentlemen, shall we go? Koulibaly, first of all, our football numbers. How I go put this question now? Do you feel numbers in football have more significance than they should have?
I think.
Or do you understand the sentiment?
No, I understand the sentiment. There are some numbers you carry. It's actually a weight on you. And him going to take this number 26 shirt. I'm sorry to say, Chelsea, the last time I spoke, people were very happy about it. I'm seeing that Koulibaly will not
meet up.
He won't meet up. That jersey will be too heavy for him. We know he's a good but there are people who are legends of clubs. It's better you avoid.
Hold on. Your audio is down. Hold on. Max, let's hear you, please.
Hello.
Dani. I think we're having audio issues again. Hold on. Let's see. Only talk again.
Hello.
Again.
Hello.
Dani.
Hello.
Hello.
Dani, I think you need to adjust. Hold on, guys. We are trying to work on the audio. Okay, Dani, again.
Hello.
All right, guys, just give us a couple of seconds while we sort out the audio matter.
Talk.
Hello.
Okay.
We're good.
I think we're good to go. Mic check. Dani, check.
Hello. Again.
All right. All right, we are good. So re-roll the answer again.
So,
apologies on the break, I beg.
So as I was saying,
Yeah.
there are legends. We all have legends in clubs, and some of these jerseys are owned. They have played it to own the jerseys.
Yeah.
So you coming new, I would have suggested that you avoid such jerseys.
Because and maybe he plays to earn it rather than
John Terry plays to earn the jersey.
So,
as in maybe Koulibaly giving him time to actually earn the jersey number rather than just coming in and taking it like that.
The issue is that Koulibaly doesn't have years behind him. He's already old. So I would have suggested that instead of going for this jersey, he would have just gone for a different jersey. Maybe go for number 50. And that was the issue that this guy that came from what was his name? This Barcelona player, Memphis Depay, when he came and they offered him the Ronaldo jersey.
Number 7 jersey.
We also had the weight on it. So Koulibaly, I'm just a bit scared of what wants to happen in Premier League.
Which is what?
That jersey shouldn't have, because there's so much expectation attached to the jersey. So you would have just avoid it and look for that jersey number.
Considering the fact that he wore the same number at Napoli, I think I already talked to you.
Yeah.
Maybe to him too, it has some personal sentiment.
Yeah.
You understand? But then again, I understand where you're coming from. It could weigh more on him, but then for an experienced player, you understand, maybe it could also do well. So Max, what do you think?
No. Sorry. Can we ask ourselves questions? Why, when Messi went to PSG, he was offered the number 10 jersey? What happened? He refused it.
He said no.
He said no. He has his own reasons.
No, for the Messi's own, I felt Messi refused it because he didn't want to go and take the jersey from someone that is already wearing it, which is
even his guy,
which is even his man. You understand? when he went there, Neymar was wearing the number 10. It won't be nice for a person like Messi to go and say, okay, I want to wear the number 10. Let Neymar wear something else. I know even Neymar even offered him the number 10 shirt. So your guy can't take, but he said no. That since you're already wearing it, you're supposed to wear it. Then he now opted for something else. Then for the Koulibaly's own, I feel it's because probably from where he's coming from Napoli, he's been wearing number 26.
Yeah.
And now coming to Chelsea and seeing that the number 26 is vacant. And it was worn by the last person that wore it was John Terry.
Legend.
And John Terry, a legend.
One of the greatest players in Chelsea history.
Not just legend, not defender, central defender. Like I'm coming to slot into this guy's this thing.
Yeah.
And for him now, already he sees himself as a very big defender. Like he knows that whether pressure or not,
he's a big name. He will deliver.
Big name, I go deliver. I need fear. Now that way, he want to collect and like, oh boy, that way John Terry do for now. I want to do him. So I want the shirt.
Yeah.
Now shirt I be the wear before. If I wear them now, no pressure. I go.
He will thrive on the pressure.
But what I want to ask is that how many players that have taken, maybe comes to a club, you take
work out very often,
Jesse's number. You have only 2% in 100. So I would have suggested you coming to a new environment. Napoli is a home.
No,
Napoli is his home. You understand?
What me I feel is he has an attachment to that number 26.
Yes, personally,
he has a personal attachment to that number 26 since it was the number he wore at Napoli.
Yeah.
No, when it comes to football, we don't have anything called attachment in the sense that we all know the reason why JJ Okocha did not go to some certain clubs because he needed number 10 jersey. We know about this.
Yeah, plus his personal agent issues. We no agree
so
employ
who
anybody.
would have suggested that Koulibaly should have gone for a different number? Play this season, then you can now say, okay, based on your performance, we don't even know the suffer is going to suffer in Premier League.
This English media now. Are they sure say after 1 month?
All right.
Wait. Might just tell you maybe after 1 month now. I can see it already. Gary Neville, he came to the club. They immediately took John Terry's number. He can't lace John Terry's boots. This is a player that came from the Italian league. He can't do it in the Premier League. And then you're taking a legend's number. You can't even perform. I'm sure this is a point of reference if he doesn't perform. And then, these media people, they know they waste time, especially all these English people and their English brothers there.
English is the worst. English is the worst. So you'd have avoided those controversies. Just move on. What is number in football?
Dani, wait till you think.
Now only me we know they believe in all these numbers. Not only me and Guardiola we believe say all these numbers no get anything to do with them. Because the only reason why Messi reject that number 10, innocent for those things. They look those things like anything. You good be say good. There is no body, there is no fan we go say Koulibaly, know about Koulibaly. You understand? Now, very reliable defender.
Yeah.
Premier League hard. Old Thiago Silva come. They command our backline. Deliver Scara. Deliver well with him age. And me, say, Koulibaly is strong past this Silva. With pace, defensively, Koulibaly they very strong. No be small defender we go see teams, come they shiver or go see crowd, come they fear saying they under pressure.
Yeah.
The JC, somebody must surely wear the JC one day. You understand? Ronaldo go Real Madrid. The strong number 7 when people like Raul we are finished. In go, we are on break records. And I know say the only thing now where people feel say in supposed to avoid them because of age, they inside. But even if he give us 3 good seasons, just like Silva and Thiago Silva, if he tell you say the best time of in career has been under 2K, but
most people no go listen.
Just like Rudiger tell you say in best career now under 2K, just that one season in there with him or 1.5 season or 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I feel say the best thing when he even do to show respect and maturity. Now that call when he put the across.
As he put the call,
you understand? He no just come say me I don't come. You get? If to say in just come say I don't come at that 26 I want we are because